Good afternoon and welcome to the Tudor Cottage Diaries. My name is Heidi and you are very welcome here. Spring is springing. Let me show you. We still haven't put the archway back up. We've been hit again by a few more storms since we come back from holiday, so I will replace that. But the pots are out and they are showing signs of life. I don't want to wish winter away. I actually love the seasons we have here in the UK. However, that promise of spring is very exciting. So we got some tete-a-tetes showing a little bit of colour going through this border. More so in the two tubs with the Acer palmatums just there by the greenhouse. A couple of drifts of snowdrops, and these have come from under the hedge behind me, which I'll show you in a minute. And this is where I'm splitting clumps and spreading them across the garden so that the spring flowers start to be almost the backbone of early in the year for the garden. The witch hazel has been incredible, and this has been flowering since December, and now the sun's on it. Oh, it smells amazing. Just behind one of these pots, these are from Morrison's and they were £20 each. You can see the big drifts of snowdrops. I don't know if you're going to pick up the colour on the camera because the sun's right on them and bleaching them out, but they're definitely there, and this is where I've been splitting the clumps from. Looking through the hydrangea border, we've got small clumps of those snowdrops, adding a little bit of colour to the hydrangeas that are still in their twig-like states. But yeah, lots of life showing here on the roses and the hydrangea bed. Against the cottage, the roses have had a really hard prune. These are ancient, these roses, and are looking really healthy, and lots of leaf sprouting. On the lawn we have this round bed that's got some grasses, foxglove, and the most gorgeous display of crocuses. But it does need to be dethatched and tidied up. A little bit messy. The lawn is full of moss, but it does give it that beautiful, luxurious carpet-like feel as you walk on it. Very wet and spongy at the moment. Got the verbena just in the back there, flowering. The pyrus at the front, just about to flower. And then the eucalyptus that I use in my bunches of flowers is just there. The camellia, unlike those that were in Cornwall, is getting ready to burst. And then I always hold my breath so that frost doesn't come and destroy it. The crocus lawn has had a bit of a bunny attack and yeah, the bunnies from the field behind us came in and they've whipped them away from us. So not many again this year. The white is frost protection on the pots that have got the roses and the Acer palmatums in. This verbena is in flower. And this is last year's planting of a little prunus shrub from B&Q. In the rose garden, the hydrangeas have been dead-headed and all the roses have been cut back. There's some hellebores just showing their heads through here. Lots of foxgloves and some bulbs coming up. And now's the time where I kind of need to remember where I haven't got any bulbs and plant them, because yeah, there's more gaps than I was expecting this year. I've started the arduous task of mulching, and I've started with this bed, and I'm aiming to do 2 bucket loads a day because I'm really struggling with my back again. And that's 1 compost bin for each bed down here. Looking at the cottage with the backdrop of the blue sky and the white fluffy clouds, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was a warm day, but actually it's proper chilly. And we are without heating. We didn't get our oil delivered on time and we have run out of oil, so we are using camping stoves in the cottage at the moment to cook, and we are using the log burner for heat. So all is well, we just need our oil. We are still being besieged by the local pheasant population, which are digging out the bank to get seed that's fallen from the bird tables. But everything seems to be going okay in this side garden. There's some beautiful euphorbias just starting to show their glorious colour there. And right on cue, the cockerels start because they can hear me. Just behind the oak barrel, that will be this year a water butt. We've got the tete-a-tetes in the wall, going across to the Buxus sempervinum. That is the only one in the garden that has survived fox blight. And then the azalea in this pot here, going through more tete-a-tete, but not so many this year. So I need to remember to plant them through. Looking towards the shepherd's hut, we've got the glorious pink of the prunus, the Himalayan cherries. Absolutely stunning. The daffodils I planted at the shepherd's hut, this is their first year, are going to be beautiful. The little twiggy fence I made for the round bed is fared really well over winter, and I'm going to carry on this throughout the front garden and use our hedge clippings, and we've got enough of those to create little borders. I must remember to trim the leaves off the epimediums so that I get those beautiful flowers spikes and they're not hidden by the foliage. There has been a lot of excitement in the chicken run. We have 6 new occupants and they've come from the Battery Hen welfare. We have 6 rescues that arrived on Sunday, so a couple of days ago. And so far we've had 6 eggs out of them, and I've noticed there is another egg. We've got 3 in the far big run, and I've got 3 of them with the ladies here in this near big run, and then the chickens in the middle, they're on their own because they are proper grumpy. Big clump of the snowdrift plant here that my mother calls the fake snowdrops, looking beautiful. Through this first border, as you drive onto the drive, we've got some clumps of snowdrops that I've added in here. Everything in this bed is new that I've put in over the last 5 years because this is not a pre-existing bed, including this little prunus tree here. We've got the 2 camellias looking very glossy leaved in here, but they haven't flowered yet, and they've been in about 4 years. And then there's a weeping prunus here that's due to flower. This azalea is a deciduous azalea, and this is stunning, and we're just waiting for this to come into leaf and then into flower. If you're anything like me, you're looking at your garden this time of year and you're thinking how messy and untidy it looks, and it's nothing that a good mulch won't resolve. So I will come out here and I will start mulching. There's also bits of litter from where the bin men and the bins have been opened by foxes and other animals and made a bit of a mess, and my detritus in the garden. Another prunus tree there, lovely little one. And then the promise of the magnolias. This will be the first year that the magnolias flower, if they flower. They look like they're going to flower. So let's hope that the frost doesn't whip that expectancy away from me. And there's the second magnolia just here. The roundabout is somewhat flooded for the poor lawn turf here. I just need to repair that probably. But look at the crocuses in here, aren't they beautiful? Lots and lots of colour. And in this bed there is absolutely loads of the poached eggplant and absolutely loads of forget-me-not, as well as some nettles. The little border under Archie's bedroom window has had all its leaves taken off, and that weight has meant the bulbs can stand up straight, and this will get a mulch as well. Oh, the whole garden will get a mulch. Another oak barrel water butt will be going here. These I purchased in September, and we just haven't had the weather or the inclination to turn those into water butts, but come spring we're going to feel like doing that, I'm pretty sure. The joys of living with a brick patio. This is like an ice rink, so I'm treading with trepidation, and we'll get this resolved. The plan is to actually lift all of these this year and relay them on a better base and have these gaps filled with kiln dried sand, and make it a more even surface, so that it lasts a lot longer, because we absolutely love it. Right, this is the state of our water level at the moment. So I'm just bent over and let me chuck. Yep, it is half a foot below ground level. Yeah. Stepping in from that glorious sunshine that's outside, we're in a bit of upheaval here at the cottage. We are updating our utility room, mud room, where we keep our appliances. So dryer, washer, cupboard, and then normally there's a Smeg fridge freezer here. We've got a huge chest freezer in the garage, so we are just going to have an integrated under the counter fridge here. We're really lucky here now. We've had a Aldi open up less than a mile away, and we've also got a Waitrose, a small Waitrose that have opened up less than a mile away, so we can use both of those for our shop, which means we no longer need the huge fridge freezer that was light blocking here. This used to be cream walls. We've changed it to white, and it feels all fresh. The blue is new, so we've gone for a very dark blue. We haven't finished that yet. And yeah, shelves to go up, worktop to go in, wooden worktop, countertop sink, aluminium with a blue frame around it. I will share that in the next video. But if you like what you see and you want to join us on this journey as we maintain a Tudor cottage and garden in a Tudor cottage garden, and then please click like, subscribe and leave a comment below. It will be greatly appreciated. I'm a small content creator. I don't go mad. We haven't got adverts playing or anything like that. I'm just sharing my joy of gardening.